We needed the Forest Mirage in order to use the Dryad Crystal. Now, whenever you have a quest inside an exploration dungeon, make sure you wander around till you actually finish the quest. You don't actually activate whatever first. It might involve running into the person, but I have completed the dungeon before and not gotten credit for the quest. But make sure that I've done everything I can first. See if this crystal does the trick. Dryad looks at you with a confused look on its face. Thorns appear on the Dryad's head as it rushes towards you. The ground shakes. You're suddenly surrounded by Arborians. Look at the crystal shards on the ground. I was deceived. Let's turn in our wolf quest. Wolves near the village have been retreating back into the mountains. The lands are safe again. Head to Aleda. Let's go to South Outpost first. I think that's just that you trade in like 5 jade for a random item. Basically what this is. Make an offering of jade for a chance to get magic equipment. Legacy rose from 142 to 145. Yeah, you think I would pick this first, but I never really noticed that much of a difference when I get all of these abilities. There's Ishtar, but not the same Ishtar as the hero. I think we're actually maxed. So, I don't know if I've done this yet, but if you recruit in your max, you can just convert someone into XP. That's basically you're just turning into experience points for yourself. Level up. We should be powerful enough to handle these upcoming quests.
Everything's ready, Your Highness. Why are the Ifrit able to create magical barriers?
There was a problem. We just finished preparing the enchantment. You came just in time. Ifrit territory lies beyond, in a dark forest to the east of Umber Cliffs. This enchantment will teleport us directly inside the magic barrier that protects the forest. We don't know what will happen once we are inside Ifrit territory. There's no rush. Find me once you are ready.
The Communion sent envoys to the Sultans trying to convince them, but some of us were treated as spies, others as common fraud.
Times like this almost makes me want to see the world burn.
But heck, I'm still fighting to save it. My brother was once a great wizard of the Jade Kingdom, but this is all because of the war. I know what awaits Her Highness. I have no regrets about once again following in the footsteps of royal blood.
Let's go. Raptu Wopu Boani Puya.
1000 XP. Zainab won't get it though. I did it this way because I wanted to save on game days.
There's Sanguina ahead. There must be Ifrit nearby.
Sanguina?
You must have seen him to the south of Redstone Keep. That area was once occupied by the Ifrit. They grow all over the place there, looking as though they have been soaked with blood. It's curious. Ifrit flames do not burn everything. Their clothes, for example, remain undamaged. Sanguina at any place that they linger for an extended period of time. They seem to be able to control the intensity of their fire, and it becomes much more powerful when they are using it to attack. We can find the Ifrit by following the Sanguina. Hush! 2 Ifrit ahead.
What are they talking about?
It's in the Ifrit tongue, a language that few, if any, humans know.
It's strange. When I was in the Mirage, I
Felt like I knew what they were saying, even though I didn't understand a single word. There were Ifrit in the Mirage?
Yes, they...
Hush, it's looking this way. I learned a little about the Ifrit language under Malak. I can understand the general meaning of what they're talking about. I'll communicate with you using magic.
There is a disturbance at the barrier. Did you notice anything unusual? I thought I heard something, but I didn't see anything. Be careful. The master says that human wizards have been trying to break through. Human wizards? Unless the door is stable and we bring our brothers here from the other world, those human wizards are all going in my belly. At your rank, you'll be waiting your turn for a long time. And don't even mention the fools who stayed behind in the ruin. They've all been... Shh, the master might hear us. You were the one saying dumb things. Get back to your patrols.
They start patrolling.
We need to reach that camp up ahead. Keep a low profile. Avoid any fighting.
Pass through the area and reach the Ifrit camp. Be careful not to draw the attention of Ifrit patrols. What is this strange well? An Ifrit well. It's said that the Ifrit draw their power from these wells. Malak said that the substance of the well can prevent the Ifrit from detecting us, at least for a while. Put some on yourself. It might save us some trouble. The Ifrit well prevents you from being detected for 4 hours. Now my second playthrough, I actually just ran through here and nobody bothered me. But since we're going to go ahead and collect this jade. Oh, you can tell it's working by having this emblem here. It's another hostile again, but I think I'm just too powerful because they're pink red rather than bright red. Once I have that running, they become white and not interested in attacking me anymore. As you approach, you are swallowed up by a wave of heat. Black miasma, like swarms of ghosts, engulf everything around you. It is so hot it is difficult to breathe. You see an enormous burning red sigil raging with the fire before you. Innumerable Ifrit gather around the sigil, kneeling and worshipping it. You lie hidden and wait with the Leda not far away. The ground is covered by Sanguina, a sign of Ifrit presence. Suddenly the Ifrit turn towards your position as one. Did you really think us blind and deaf? You do not use your strange magics in lieu of our eyes and ears. We have developed great powers of perception in order to survive the darkness. Our perception is our greatest defense. You talk too much. You don't understand it anyway. Enough. Eliminate the intruders. Maybe what am I going about? Maybe we'll get our teeth into some tasty sorcerers today. It's missed. Hey, it's not your turn. Those two are mine. Ifrit surround you. A brief stalemate. Then another Ifrit emerges from the red and black building. He looks different from the others. The other Ifrit fall silent as he approaches. They part to make a path for him, keeping their heads bowed as he passes by. You must be the Ifrit Voidmaster whom a human once depicted. I did not think I would see you again, River Goddess. I am not her, but I am her descendant. Human speech? He is no ordinary Ifrit. He has been around for a long time. 1,637 years to be precise. My people gave everything to maintain my slumber, allowing me to remain who I was for 1,000 years. The price they paid was to become who they are now. Witness the sanguina beneath your feet, the sign of decline. I'm sorry about what happened before. Maybe my apology doesn't mean anything to you, but I've come to negotiate. Yes. Did you hear? A word of destruction. What? The ground begins to tremble. Your human wizards are casting a spell, trying to destroy everything within this barrier. Possible. I told them to keep watch and not destroy the barrier, much less harm. Listen carefully. Incantation of obliteration, a spell so powerful that it requires the caster to give their own life. I can't believe someone in communion would betray us. Enough. He was right. Humans are creatures of deceit. The Ifrit Voidmaster crosses his hands before him, and 2 puffs of blood mist emerge from the Ifrit Voidmaster's palms. They rise into the sky entwined, joining to become a massive web in the shape of a bat's wings. The web falls upon you. You feel the world go dark and hear a cacophony in your mind, as though thousands of voices are speaking at the same time. You lose consciousness after what seemed like an eternity of chaos. You feel short of breath and your head feels like it is split apart. You find yourself in a strange place with no sign of Aleda. So Guina, are there Ifrit here? You see a light in this dark and shattered realm. You follow the light. You see an Ifrit sitting by a bonfire. You hesitate, but sense that you should go forth. Are you human? There's something different about you. You can distinguish the Ifrit's human speech with some difficulty. It does not seem to be hostile. I guess. Who are you? It's good form to say your name and where you came from before asking any questions. You introduce yourself. Ah, that world. You want to know what this place is? Sit down, human. You need to find someone, a girl. You'll find her once you understand. This Ifrit is most mysterious. After some thought, you decide to trust him, for now. I look different from the Ifrit out there, do I not? How do you know there are other Ifrit out there? I know, of course, that I would become like them if I passed through the door. But I decided to stay. This is not the home of the Ifrit, but it is my home. I was born and grew up here. I bore witness to war and destruction. It's the door. Ifrit sighs and adds a piece of wood to the fire. It all began with an obsidian flame. Obsidian flame. You seem to recall something like that, and the girl, this is Mirage. Yes, the obsidian flame. I do not know its name or what its nature is, only that its power is godlike. The strange Ifrit tells you the story of the obsidian flame. It is an ancient being that feeds on pain and hatred. Betrayal and hatred are its favorite food. Legends say it was born from the abyss. At first it was weak and insignificant, but as calamity and pain spread, it began to grow. But as much as the obsidian flame fed, it could not leave the abyss. It began to share its powers with others who became the obsidian flame's emissaries, bringing strife to the world. After many wars, the obsidian flame finally found the power to consume the world. The world collapsed, but the obsidian flame was still not strong enough to leave its home realm, and so the obsidian flame found a new target. That was the realm of humans, and the ancestral home of the Ifrit. Obsidian flame. Did it start the war of the Black Sun? Perhaps. It has many emissaries, and I do not know who they are. It was only after the fall of this world that the survivors realized their hero was the culprit for the world's doom. Where is it now? If the world outside has not collapsed yet, then it's still in the abyss, the darkness beneath us. This bottomless black valley used to be a river. Like reflection on water, it reflects the great river of the other world. The door lies between the abyss and the bottom of the river. It could not leave this place, tried as it has. This is its home, and its prison. It is time. Go. Where to? There's a strange presence at the door. She must be there. He looks lost, confused. Awake her. Oof. What happened? Where is... Leda's knees buckle and almost falls to the ground. You catch her just in time. Did you see it? Who are you? A humble and lonely Ifrit, as you can see. Leda looks towards you. You nod. If you're inside the door, then you must have seen it. It could transform into any shape, an Ifrit, a monster, a human, or an obsidian flame. I saw no one. I felt I was in a dream, and my mind was a haze. I only remember that I seemed to be pulling at something, fighting over it with someone. Really? Curious. The obsidian flame that you speak of, what is it? Why do I feel I've seen it before? You tell Leda the story. The door between worlds can only be opened with the obsidian flame's powers. Were you not summoned by it? We were brought here by the Ifrit Voidmaster. He must have sent us here to be trapped here, not to meet anybody. I understand. Go back. I know how to leave this place. Why did you help us? Because I do not wish to see another world destroyed, and certainly not the ancestral home of the Ifrit. Speak to the Voidmaster, Princess Aleda. I believe you will find a way for the Ifrit and humans to coexist in peace. How did you know who I was? This scimitar of yours. It tells stories. Except the scimitar with a frown. Do not worry about who I am. I seek nothing but peace, a dream that can no longer be fulfilled in this shattered world. Regardless of where you and I stand, I believe we dream of the same thing. Let's go. He crosses his hands before him, and red mist emerges from his palms, crissing and crossing into a blood-red web. This is... Suddenly, several monsters emerge from darkness and launch themselves at you. Elena hasn't recovered yet. I have to deal with these monsters myself. Another pack. Go. I will hold them off. But go, Mantis. Damn it. My name is Aloysius. Tell the Voidmaster that peace is the one thing that those who stay behind wish for. You leave the shattered world. Are you okay, Leleda? I'm fine. You look around. The gap in the magic barrier is gone. And Aloysius. He feels different from the other Ifrit. He seems more like a human. Human. Where do we go next? Find the Ifrit Voidmaster. Something makes me uneasy, but I made a promise and I intend to fulfill it. Going to negotiate? Sure. He will not be easy to find now. Perhaps the arcane community knows a way. Incantation of obliteration was what caused the negotiations to fall apart. I'm not suggesting anything, but perhaps we should exercise caution. I understand. Let's do it this way. I'll go to their nearest hideout at the southeast end of the Umbra Cliffs. I'll investigate this. Come find me as soon as you can. Leda leaves. Why did you let them go, Aloysius? I didn't want tragedy to repeat itself. Since when did the Ifrit become sentimentalists? So much of the great hero revered by the people of this world. Aloysius stares at his hands, his breath quickening. They trusted me so. Aloysius falls to his knees. His eyes are unfocused, he could not hold back his trembling. They held the flame by my palm, but I... This world is no more. They fed him as is their due. Do not trouble yourself with the petty matters of the world outside the door. I will not let you leave here. I will not allow you to stop them. You are such a failed emissary, Aloysius. Well, ready to hand over to Utar. Oh. They are not here. Incantation of obliteration. Someone has unleashed the incantation of obliteration again at the cost of their own life. I can feel the residual magic energy reverberating. Who was it? It's not important. Are there survivors? I don't know. No one is answering my magical call. Let's look around. Maybe they left some incantations. There are blood marks on this stone. Let me see. Here. Sekuya Traixon. Don't be able to identify the owner of this stain with just this. Look for more. Sure. There are blood marks on this stone. There are blood marks on this stone. You found 3 bloodstained stones. Bring them to Leda. All these others are fake. That should be enough. Let me try again. Sekuya Traixon. Swirling clouds block the sun and cold winds blow across the land. The bloodied stones rise up into the air and circle above Aleda's head. Blood marks are lifted off the stones like a piece of paper floating in the air. Slowly they liquefy and converge into symbols that you do not recognize. No! Aleda stops and the blob of blood falls from the sky, almost hitting you. Sorry, I hope that didn't hit you. It almost did. They're all dead. Brutal. Looks like this is a dead end. We could do this a direct way. Round up a few Ifrit Ghoul and then interrogate them. Are you angry? No, I'm not. I should have realized. I was too naive. Ifrit Ghouls have been marauding across the land. It should not be hard to find a few groups. Now I'm going to be looking for Ifrit armies, like that one right there. Okay, so he actually wanted to attack me, so he feels pretty confident in his ability. Let's hope it's misguided confidence. Excellent, not even a casualty. Wubba wubba? Let me handle it. A while later. He's not talking. Let's find some others. Scars left at the Battle of Black Sun have never fully healed over. Traveler, could I ask you for a favor? I have some flowers here that need scattering over the war graves of my comrades in arms from the Battle of Black Sun. I've done me legs in. It's a real bugger to walk. Could you please help me scatter them on the battlefield where their blood was spilled that fateful day? You help him by going to Battle of Black Sun ruins? Help him out. Glorious day. Thank you, lad. Near Fleur lie two areas that are remnants of the Battle of the Black Sun. One close by the east, one other one southwest. If it's not too much trouble. So they look like the wells that we just had. So like this is one of them. We'll mark X. Oh come on, fine. Battle Memorial. So here's the other one. Battle Memorial. So we'll make sure to hit both of those on the way. What is my last rally point? Umbra. That doesn't help. Like, I know I last set it at Fleur, but sometimes doing the quests change my rally point. So it turned out to be next to Naguka, which I feared it might be. This is a event bandit camp. Here's another Ifrit skirmish. We'll save that event bandit camp for later. I never did figure out more about it. I feel like there should be more to it than just talking to people. Maybe I picked the wrong option last time, I don't know. But when you win, you get an event or a dialogue. Lost one. Let's see if it's a permanent, or not permanent, but let's see if it's a serious wound. Doesn't look like it. Wabba wabba? You don't want to know what he said. Looks like this one isn't forthcoming either. This will give me basically a stamina bar. This site should be one of the remnants from the Battle of Black Sun. Scatter flowers. War, when will we ever cease? Alright, let's get out of here. This site should be one of the remnants. Okay, we should be done here. requires way too much jade for me, unfortunately. Now, once I start conquering Ifrit territory, getting jade becomes substantially easier. Until that happens, I can only survive off the chests I find. Still need another Ifrit squad. Alright, nothing here is worthwhile, so we're heading out. This guard is the sequel to the Odd Trader. We're trying to follow up and locate the trader. Have you seen the swindler? Describe the person's appearance to them. That's him, alright. He's been deceiving people wherever he goes. He lied to us this year some time ago. He told us he had a treasure that could lift our curse. What curse do you need lifted? That doesn't concern you. Do not pry too deeply. If you manage to track him down, you should start by looking at Crying Rock. Capture him and deliver him to us. The Nasir will reward you handsomely for your efforts. We don't have time or resources to chase after one pathetic liar. Crouches on the ground, trembling. Where's your leader? I don't. Do you understand human speech? Ifrit's flames go out. He huddles up, holding his arms tightly around himself. I don't know. I guess they're a coward, Ifrit, too. I don't know. Is that all he knows? In Ifrit language, where's your leader? Tell us you won't get hurt. Ifrit talks for a while, but you understand nothing that he said except for his fear. He says that's inside the barrier, but he doesn't know where the barrier is. Where do you find their leader, then? Let's release him first. I don't know. Thank you, I don't know. Ifrit limps away, his small and thin frame disappearing in the distance along with the sound of his clinging shackles. You mentioned that I was by the river. I should be able to sense the barrier if I approach it. The great river flows through Twin Luna Valley, Umber Cliffs, and Crying Rock. Where could it be? There's not a shortcut, I'm afraid. We'll have to do this the hard way. Follow the river. There's always another solution. Ask around the local taverns for clues. I already know where it is, so we'll be okay. We got 2 level ups, so now I can get Space-Time Portal, which is not something I'm actually looking forward to. In fact, I have no room for it. But I do want to get reduced cooldown. So let's go ahead and pop that. But ignore it. Can I not uncheck it? Not, maybe not as a player. Fine, whatever. And I regen, and then next time we'll get reduced cooldown.